Oh my goodness, recovery from the power outage. I'm back. It's been about an hour and a half. I figured I've got 5 donos to finish up, and then we can listen to Wheel of Cheese, spend maybe another hour and change here. So I just thought I'd drop back in. And so here we are. So I'm going to start where I left off. It did, my Kados let me know that it just stopped in the middle of one of the tracks I was listening to. So here we are. We're going to pick this up from the beginning. And I think this was, was it Doc Doom? I forgot. Let me see. Let me take a look on my Discord. It was from Hardcore. Okay. So yeah, here we go. So this is from Hardcore, and we're starting it now. All right. Okay, I'm an idiot. Let me try this.
Harry?
Yes, I didn't
Lisa,
shave. Oh.
What's the matter with you?
I get it now. Why I'm still alive even though everyone else is dead. I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them. I just hadn't noticed it before.
Lisa.
Stay by me, Harry. Please. I'm so scared. Help me. Save me from them. Please. Harry?
See, because I don't know what's going on in the game. Was she like bitten by a zombie and he's afraid to touch her? I mean... Oh, she's undead. Okay, got it. I always thought that little chord change right there was very unique. It made everything so light and fluffy, yet it's still a dark scene, Not quite a Stairway to Heaven pattern, but the descending, well, if you want to call it, lower part of that pattern kind of has that little bit of a vibe. Oh, then you're going to be coming on there, Lisa. There's some like colliding little like semitonal stuff happening in the back there that's pretty bizarre. Yes, and then this is that kind of lo-fi acid jazz kind of trippy thing for the menu. really cool. This is something that like might come out of Lisa's toolkit, creative world. I'm just saying. The super cool yo hip. It's the recap menu, or it's not a menu, it's a scene. Gotcha. Lisa. This is the kind of movie that might, or this particular music might be kind of a weird thing for Soma. At some point I got to get back to that. Silent Hills are a series of movies, or is a game? Oh, it's both, okay. Is the music crossover? Do they use the same music for both movie and game? Super bright, tinny guitar. Zombie Blues. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's a no-go. Oh, a little more. Well, that's a little clever. Oh, shit. That's caught me off guard. A little bit of a hump scare there. Yeah, this was really trippy for... You know, when you assemble, you know, all these videos for me, they're great for me to watch when I do this. And it's unique because I did get a little bit of an insight with this as far as what the video was about and that kind of like the undead vibe. Very unique little chunks of music though. You know, that last one was a very thin, tinny guitar pattern, whereas the first one was a pattern that was acoustic, but that was a module playing an acoustic pattern and stuff. So, you know, the composer definitely has a macabre blues vibe throughout this whole thing. So that's my take on it. And I do like the that jazzy hip hop acid jazz little section for the ending menu. But I mean, I just learned obviously there's movies and games. But you know, a couple of people say the games are better than the movies. What came first, the game or the movie? I don't know. All right, let's continue on. Oh, the game did. Okay. Who's up next? All right, Nighty Night 99. I always get this one wrong here. Oh, this might be kind of fun. Shoegaze dream pop with some alternative metal. Wisp is a one-person band, very often compared to Deftones. Amazing combination of heaviness and ethereal wall of sound. Also very sexy, if you ask me. All right, so that's Nighty Night 99 wants us to listen to the artist Wisp. And the name of the song is Pandora. Let's go. Nice build. Oh. I love how the guitar tones are just so saturated. But the top end of it is slightly rolled out. And I love the compliment of her voice being so whispery and beautiful and the heaviness of the music. Playing around with those ninths and the power chords. And I love how clean the mix is on the drums and where it's positioned. This is excellent separation in this engineering. And I love where Shoegaze, there's that little space that allows you to do these beautiful resolves. You know, if you're hanging in the minor pattern and you just light it up with a major. Well, now they just went minor. Such a great track, man. I love this. You know, one of the things that I'm still learning about shoegaze is that there's this kind of a reverence to, you know, compression with their guitar tones. And maybe there's some that's being used there, but they just let that just overdriven, saturated tones of the guitars just ring out. I mean, it's like, it's beautiful like a saw cutting through a strawberry. I don't know why I went there for that theater of the mind, but you know what I'm trying to say? Something as tasty as a strawberry to the saw just cutting through it, you know, that kind of a vibe to it. You know, nothing very spectacular with the bass. If there was a bass, it just followed along, you know what I'm saying? You know, all the chord changes and stuff. Was it me, or I was hearing a lot of ninths in there too, which I find is also kind of a sign of what in chord voicings, that shoegaze likes to play around with that a little bit, you know, more than a lot of other genres. The other thing I love is that I mentioned before the dichotomy between how soft and beautiful and spirited her voice is, not spirited like in the powerful way, but just in a very beautiful tone that she had as a compliment to the gnarliness. That's a word there, the gnarliness. You know, kind of a thing with the tones and everything, and some really nice chord changes, and also some good riff turnarounds in there too. But this one, what was the name of the other song that I really loved? Because I stepped away from it. The one that was that alternative shoegaze. Forgot the name. I'll have to look that up on there too. I've gotten some really great listens out of these sessions that are really making me go woo. Is Ulver? Yes. I think it was Gulliver. Ulver. So, no, the Benjamin. I actually lost my electricity. I literally just came back on about 15, 20 minutes ago. I got blacked out. So, Gulliver's the burger. All right, I really dug that track. Next up is from Rotten Soundgarden. Rotten Soundgarden, are you here? Elephant Gym is a math rock jazz fusion three-piece from Taiwan, led by sister and brother on bass and guitar, respectively. The song uses the words from the Scottish play Macbeth as the lyrics. All right, so this is what it is. This is the band Elephant Gym, and the name of the song is Witches. This sounds like it's going to be pretty interesting. Let's see what this is all about. Jazz math rock, that's crazy. Medium haul on the snare, isn't it? I love what's going on here, but obviously there's like one overdub of guitar. Wow, what great chords there. He went from a 3/4 to a 4/4 in half a measure. It seemed like. Ooh, super trippy. Clever, yeah, with the bass line and the vocals. Got that snare though, boy, it's just soaking in a small or a medium hall. Maybe the bass player's the engineer. That was such a trippy ass track, man. That was so cool. So yeah, totally. It is a jazz math rock kind of a thing. There were some great chord changes that were going in there with the guitar. The opening of the pattern with the bass was also really cool. The bass player also was just glamming. I think every single one of them, musicianship-wise, were just, you know, stark spot on. And very creative, very unique in their arrangements. There's a couple, I think one of the things that I really enjoyed there is when the bass and the vocals were in unison. That sounded really nice. And then the bass did jump up in a little bit of you know, volume when the bass player was doing some of the slopping. The slopping. Yes, Bushwood, we're doing slopping. The slapping. So this was really super creative. Trippy. You had to really think and you had to listen to it though. This was a thinker's piece of music. Snifter, maybe in a club wearing a lampshade. I'm just saying. Next up is Wapadawascorte. I never get this name right. I'm going to try it slowly. I'm going to try to enunciate it. Wapadasacloritotiki. I think I did well. No real message here, though. Sniffing and slaving. So we're going to be, hey, guys, we're going to be listening to some Igorrr. You guys like the band Igorrr? So let's do this. This is the band Igorrr. The name of the song is A Silence. Let's go. Ooh. I mean, I'm waiting for a jump scare moment here, but kind of a technical jump scare. Ooh. beautiful, man. What are they going to do here? There's so much care in the string arrangements too. It's just so amazing that this lives in Igorr's head. This is some really great string work going on here. Sounds like the ending of a mass requiem. Requiem mass. What a great, it really acts, it's a brilliant piece of work. Creative wise, to have that tug of war happening in your head as you're composing like that. Such beautiful strings and the beautiful vocal arrangements and everything with incredible range. And then to just throw that big scoop of kitchen sink in there and just completely take it out of its, comfort zone. It's as museum art on the wall as can be. You sit there and look at it for a while and try to make out of it what you can, the different elements of beauty and stuff like that. But I have to say my favorite part of this whole thing is I'm leaning in all on the strings. The string and the vocals were just stunning. The discursive, heavier synth stuff, I got what the composer was trying to do, But I would have loved to have just heard the whole thing with all those. He did such an amazing job on the strings and the vocals, you know. But he has a reason. He is the artist. And that's what I'm saying. So I have one more here from Ginger. Hang on for a second. I got to turn on my air conditioning. I forgot to turn it on after electricity came back on. I was wondering why I was baking. Give me a second. Why am I baking? I knew it. I did hear myself say bacon. Bacon. You know what I might do? It's my birthday. Maybe I should pour myself a little glass of scotch. What do I have back here that's really shockadoobies? Like with one ice cube, you know? Would you mind if I go get myself just a little glass, just with an ice cube of some scotch? Would you mind? I just get a little bit. Just one ice cube. Yeah, just yes. Okay. All right. I'll be back. I'm just gonna make a little drinky poo. Let's cleanse the glass first. I have to get me like a proper tumbler. I mean a Collins glass. I have a proper one, unfortunately. All right, give me a second. 1 cube of ice. One cube of ice. I think I'm going to have a little bit of. Hang on for a second. Yeah, I'll just have a little bit of monkey shoulder scotch. Am I breaking a term of service here if I have scotch while I'm doing a stream here? Here's to you guys for being the Cados, for being my friends and hanging out with me on my birthday. Salud. Ah. Clink. Yeah, I guess you're right. Naked streamers versus an old man just having his scotch. You know what I mean? Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, everybody, so much. The small handful of us who are all hanging out here, I appreciate it. Thank you, Realty. Alpax, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good to have you in the chat for the first time. This is good. Oh, I really needed that today. All right, let's continue on. This is with Ginger. Ginger says, stop at 2450. Messages, happy birthday. Track list in order of appearance in the mix. Mythologies, L. Accoutrement. Thomas Bangalter, My House, Chuck Roberts. One More Time, Daft Punk. We've Lost Dancing, Fred Again. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Marvin Gaye. Hickney Pigeon, Sammy version VIP. Rollin' and Scratchin', Daft Punk. Spinal Scratch. Thomas Banger, 808 State. 808 State? Trippy. Baby Again, Fred Again. Rumble, Skrillex, Fred again, and Floatin, Renegade Master, Wellchild, LFO. All right. Are you ready? We're going to be listening to some music from Ginger. The band is, or the artist is, Fred again and Thomas Bangalter, and the song is USB 002 live mix. Did they like label their USB? Okay, let's go, Ginger. And you say stop at what time again? Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a live show. Woo, good thing I don't get no epilepsy. So this is a DJ doing the show, correct? Two DJs, okay.
In the beginning there was Jack, and Jack had a groove, and from this groove came the groove.
Oh, I see.
And while one day viciously throwing down on this box, Jack boldly declared, "Let there be house," and house music was born. I am, you see, I am the creator, and this is my house. And in my house there is only house music. But I am not so selfish, because once you enter my house, it then becomes our house and our house music. And you see, no one man owns house, because house music is a universal language spoken, understood by all. You see, house is a feeling that no one can understand really unless you're deep into the vibe of house.
Ginger, is this a style of DJing that you do, that you like as well?
And as I told you before, this is our house. And
I've always been so interested about the world, about DJs and crowds and...
there is a keeper, and in this house the keeper is Jack. Now some of you might wonder, who is Jack and what is it that Jack does? Jack is the one who gives you the power to jack your body. Jack is the one who gives you the power to do the snake. Jack is the one who gives you the key to the wiggly worm. Jack is the one who learns you how to walk your body. Jack is the one that can bring nations and nations of all jackals together under one house. You may be black, you may be white, you may be Jew or Gentile.
Oh, is this like an OG track reality guru?
And this is Christ.
If I can live through this. If I can live through this. What comes next? What comes next? What comes next? What comes next?
Yeah, actually, that painted a good picture, Ginger.
All these things that
Ginger, you know what I've always been curious about? When these DJs do these ginormous shows, and of course they're making a bazooka amount of money, don't they have to pay licensings to all the pieces of music that they use in their performances? But not in performance? That's bizarre. Well, it could be a derivative license. I know the venue has to pay ASCAP or BMI.
Remember the day I set you free. I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on,
Oh, also their own, okay.
I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow. Remember the day I set you free. I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow. I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow. Remember the day I set you free. I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow. I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, one more time.
When you say you don't recognize him without his helmet, this isn't the mouse guy, is it?
One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate.
Oh, the Daft Punk helmet. Okay, got it. Yeah, I was thinking of Dead Mouse.
Music's got me feeling so free.
Hi, Jacob.
Celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free.
Was there just a tempo increase, or is that my brain?
Feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, just got me feeling so free. Just got me feeling so free. Just got me feeling so free. Just got me feeling so free.
I guess with technology, DJs could speed up the tempo, but still keep the integrity of the tone of the track so it doesn't speed up like Minnie Mouse. That's pretty cool. Am I right, Ginger? You can do that? Oh, that's cool. Daft Punk. That's a good one. Greek nerd. Oopsie Doodle, how you doing? These guys are having so much fun. And they're so into it, you know. I love that, you know. That. percentage of those people are high? I'm just saying. Yes. So high. What's the preferred head trip there? Is it MDMA? Is it ecstasy? Acid. Oh, okay. Peyote, acid, mushrooms. Asking for a friend. Yeah, I don't know. I just, you know, I'm an old baker, so quite a wide variety, I can assume. Yeah, you're right. I guess everybody has their own thing, but they just definitely want to let it loose then there. Yeah, well, I was an idiot when I was a kid. I used to do coke smokes. Anybody remember those? Or I grind up Quaaludes and put them in my pipe while smoking a bong, pulling a nugget. Yeah, we did that in the 70s, man. That was badass. That was crazy. Yeah, when I was younger, I got out of high school in 79. Yeah, that was the thing. We'd grind up Quaaludes, and as we take a bong load, we just sprinkle it in there. It smelled pretty weird, but it was gnarly. It worked out pretty good. I think. You know, right? I'm on. You're totally right. The worst drug I ever did, and this is the one that chilled me out after I was able to get off this high, is I did this heroic dose of crank, and I was like, after I was off of that, I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm just smoking buds. That was it. The crank, man, that was a bad one. I had a bad experience with that. This is really, I'm really enjoying this. I really am. I think maybe just a little touch of this also helped me out, just kind of. You see, Alan, that's what I enjoy about this, is what you just said. They're crafting something very unique, really unto themselves. It's intoxicating. Nice drop right there. Oh shit, that sounds like it's a kit from Prince. So I guess they have that recorded, right? I'm looking for somebody doing this. That is such a trance wave bass sound. Is it not? That bass tone right there is such a rave kind of, yeah, trance wavy. See, I'm old, but I still have some ESPN, you know, when I listen to it and I go, oh, I connect with it. I should try to write something like this. See, I get influenced. I just usually stop and I turn on my DAW and I look at my system, I go, ugh. Ginger, so are they making their own patterns and building their own patterns here? Okay, crossover mix here. I heard a little bit of a bottom bump. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Good build. That was great. They did a great job on building that up. That's a lot of people out there. Must be late for everybody, yeah? It's 7 o'clock for me. Midnight. Caving, are you in Greenland? From Arcados is moving here, are they not? Caving, are you really moving over here? I'll have to give you an island-wide tour.
like it, play it, burn it, rip it, crack it, drop it, zip and zip it, lock it, fill it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it, surf it, scroll it, pose it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it, name it, read it, tune it, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it. Technologic, 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 technologic.
There's some great transitions that are happening here. It's really super cool. Isn't that like a dubstep wobble bass? Ooh, Kaniohe. Wobble 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 wobble.
Call it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it, surf it, scroll it, pose it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it, name it, read it, tune it, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it, buy it, use it, break it, fix it, crash it, change it, jump and play it, chart it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, rewrite it, plug it, play it, burn it, rip it, crack it, drop it, zip and zip it. Technologic. Technologic, 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 technologic. Lock it, feel it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it, surf it, scroll it, pose it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it. Technology. 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 Erase it, lock it, feel it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it, surf it, scroll it, pose it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it, name it, read it.
I kind of feel like I'm there. I don't know why. Maybe it's the vibe.
Technology. Erase it.
I think we're ending about here somewhere, right, Ginger? Nice rebuild.
Lock it, feel it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it, surf it, scroll it, pose it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it. Technology.
It's trippy. You know, I just wonder, I mean, it sounds great in my headsets. So, with the bottom end, the way rooms or halls are tuned or performance are tuned, it must be really banging while you're there. There it is. Ginger, thank you. That was really a really super great fun experience, man. Of course, you know, I've got a little bit of a glide going on there. Thank you for bringing, and also I'm learning a little bit about the DJ world through you from asking all these questions. So I find it to be a very unique, you know, at times, I'm going to admit, at times I'm going to say, how in the fuck are these guys making the money that they're making being DJs? That's the surface level me in my discussion, okay? But then when I just sit down and just really understand what they're putting together, and if I really stick to my true core of creativity, is not how many things you could do with how many different people, it's just how can you assemble and make music for other people to enjoy. And I understand, because I was a DJ back in the 80s, but my job was just to get everybody revved up really hot and then slow so they can all run to the bar and get their drinks and then bring it back up from one more drop on the way out, you know. But there wasn't this intensity of being able to have multiple, you know, ways of mixing things together like you guys have now. And I get it. I always got it. But there was a part of me where I felt like, well, motherfucker, that was a little elitist of me to say, you know, like, how are DJs making this kind of money? And how are they filling, you know, 50,000 seat stadiums or whatever the case is? No, and I understand. And it is cool. And if I just let myself kind of sink into it, you know. I saw somebody, I think maybe it was Lee, asking me about the long play. Yes, I've explained before that if you contact me on Discord and, you know, depending on the length of music that you want and how much you'd like to dono, I just work out a time when it'll be done on a stream. It might end up at the end of a stream. I might make it its own stream. So that's how that works. But that all goes through Discord. And so Ginger and I had already worked this out a while ago. But I think Jake in Vienna, I think somebody else was asking about my redeem list. Yes. Excuse me. What I'm doing for tonight, we're gonna do some Wheel of Cheese right now. So I'm done with all the donos, yee-hoo. And so I'm gonna spin some Wheel of Cheese for right now. I think I'm gonna actually refresh my libation first. But Jakin, for the rest of this month, I'm not doing any more public offerings of donos or cheese until I knock out these 5 that I have outstanding, which I'm already going to, after this, I'm going to be contacting each one of them, and I want to clear that. Once I clear that, I'll turn the button back on for the redeem points for the 140. I just was getting too far out there. I just got a little overloaded, and you guys have all been so kind to me and so dedicated to hanging out and just chilling that I didn't want to get too far behind. So, yeah, that's what that's all about. So, Patty Cakes has 5, 15, 35 redeems coming his way because, you know, that's what's going on. Give me a second. I'm just gonna refill my libation and we're gonna cheese it. Cheesy. Well, I don't have any more donos coming up, but if you want to drop a song, Jakin, for cheese, I think somebody could pop up cheesy form. There it is. But no donos. Tucci? What is Tucci? 1 a.m. What's Tucci? Okay. Let me get on my... Hang on, I got one more thing I got to do. All right, what did we say? We do some Wheel of Cheese. Is everybody in on it? There's just a handful of us because I know that this time of night, it is a Friday night though, so you know, whatever your libation is, whatever you're baking on or drinking or whatever the case is, join me. There's the term of service. Someone's going to turn me in. Yes, it is the same Wheel of Cheese entrance here. Nobody has to re-enter. I didn't refresh the form. So if you already did it, you're in. Any other regular donor that was in caving? I did yours. Coffee and fighting the flu. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. That sucks. Okay, here we go. That is not the refresh list. Don't anybody get excited here. Can somebody give Jakin the forum link so he can cheese it? It's 1 a.m. I love this. All right, here we go. There we go. That's refreshed. Look at that. Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people on a cheesy wheel, so you got better chances. You know, I'm feeling really cool beans about maybe seeing 1 a.m. and patty cakes duel. All right, here we go. Fat wedges is right. Okay, let's go. What do we got here? It looks like it might be Mr. Tato. Mr. Tato. Let's see what we got here for Mr. Tato. If you're still here. If you're not, it doesn't matter. If you're not here, I don't care. We're doing your song. So, wait, what is it? Is that an M or an MR? Here it is. Okay, here we go. Just remember all the rules, right? Nothing more than 7 minutes. Let's go. This is Blue Light Bandits. The name of the song is Black Party. Black Party from Mr. Tato. Let's a go from Mr. Tato. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. He's got that bass chicken neck thing going on. Let's go. Yes, the stinky face.
Tell me why I don't know your name when we see each other almost every day. I guess it's time to change our ways, turning strangers into neighbors. What do you say? We should have
God, how cool is this?
a block party. Everybody come on through to the block party. Happy having time with you at the block party. Eugene in the barbecue at the block party.
That's so fun.
Ginger lemonade and sunny weather. Just one rule, don't act a fool and only bring the pleasure.
This is so fun.
Mix in some Tanqueray, No need to measure. Love that face that mama makes when we're all back together. The block party. Everybody come on through to the block party. Ooh, catching up with you at the block party. Eugene, fire up the barbecue. The block party. Nobody better to bring us back
Come on, if you're still here, come on, man. How many super sexy, funky artists can we think about that has this vibe like from the 70s?
We got all you kings and queens to make this party last forever. Block party. Block party. Block party. Block party.
That's great. I love that. A little bit of Jeff Beck vibes here. Yeah? That was great. I love that. Oh my God. I love it when I just hear great musicianship that just, it relies on the feels, not on the flex. You know what I mean? I should drink more often before I do. I get a lot more chill. I think I get a little more cerebral. But yeah, you know what I mean? It was just great vibes, great feel. The whole thing was just such a vibe. Not a big flex on musicianship, just a great piece of music that just made you, hey, ho, hey, that kind of thing. Jakin, did I see, what did you just do, Jakin? Jakin, what did you just do? What? You're kidding. Thank you so much, Jakin. That's crazy. I appreciate it. You're one of the good ones. But did you put a song? I don't understand. I can't see it on my forum. All right, more cheese. I will continue my discussion with Jake and Vin in a bit. Ready for more cheese? Let's go. Really, Jake? Thank you so much, man. Dude. That was like $5,000? That's a lot. No, he's all panicking, going, fuck, how many zeros did I put in? I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Stupid. All right, let's continue. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. Let me refresh it. Thanks. But seriously, Jake, and thank you. That was really super kind, bro. Okay. Okay, we shall chat, Jake. All right, you ready? We speen. We speen. Here we go. Okay, it's looking like it might be. Does it make it into Centauri? Oh! Silent Tori. That was great. Kind of just slid in there. Silent Tori wants us to, hey, it looks like we're going to continue on some of that funkadelic, super sexy kind of vibe going on here. It looks like we're going to be listening to Thundercat with Willow Smith. The name of the song is Thunderwave. You guys down with me for some Thunderwave? Let's go. Oof. Yeah, this is Friday night with the Abbacado. The Abba and the Cados and their sexy, flowing rinse and some funkadelic music. All right.
I'm trying to make a tread on waters. Don't let me down, please. 'Cause I wanna swim forever.
It's getting me a little bit of a James Ingram vocal vibe there. Is this beautiful or what? Come on, guys.
Just hold on a little longer until we reach the shore. 'Cause baby, your love is keeping me warm. Because the world is so cold.
A little bit of a Michael McDonald
Just don't let me go.
tone in his voice. I love that.
Baby, I'm trying to hold on to
Little
you.
Barry Gibby too.
Can you calm the storm?
Beautiful chord changes. Oh, luscious.
So you can carry on. Without you, I'd be lost.
Where's that mini mook sound coming from? Who, where? He's up there. How come they ain't got no camera on that man with the keys back there? Oof. Snuck in a little bit of minor pentatonic in that run. Did you hear that?
I'm gonna let it run in your waters. Don't let me down, please. 'Cause I wanna swim forever. Surrounded by your love. Baby, I need you to hold me. 'Cause it feels like I'm floating. Just hold on a little longer until we reach the shore.
I'm sorry if you were hearing that clunking. That's me on my piano. I was working a lead out in my head on my keys. Sorry. No way, really? Silentory? Beautiful, 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 beautiful piece of work. That was absolutely stunning. Well, regardless of being Will Smith's daughter, let me get into a nice little picture there. She sounded lovely. But the both of them, their voices together was just amazeballs. Very sexy, very sultry. Quite a few crossovers from like references in my head, influences that I was listening to. I love the work the keyboardist did. It's just kind of a bummer that he didn't get a flex on the camera. Just because he did some wonderful phrasing in the solos. Sorry, that clunking that you heard me. Well, at least I was doing it in time, right? I wasn't out of time. I was, in my mind, I saw what key they were in. I was like, oh, this would sound like this. If I had more confidence, I'd have my keyboards on and my guitar and be noodling around with everything, but I'm afraid I might fuck everything up, so I just don't do it. I'm not that prolific as a musician, as much as I am as an arranger. What a beautiful, beautiful track. Do you guys know when I say that, what that means? Just out of curiosity. You know, there was something that this last 5 years of being a reactor or being here with you guys, that I realized that I had put myself under a lot of pressure, that I'm only a barely at best an average musician. But I mean, I could play okay on the keyboards and the guitar, but my arranging is based on what I hear in my head. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a prolific musician, you know. Yeah, I'm an old composer, you know, that's just what it is. And I would explain it to a friend of mine when my friend would go, wait a second, your dad plays piano, but how does he write for strings if he doesn't know how to play violin? You know, so I had to explain it to him. It's that, you know, a good percentage of composers are keyboard players. I said a good percentage, not all of them. They could be bass players, they could be flautists, they could be violinists, they could be, you know, percussionists, it doesn't matter. But there's a little bit of a stereotyping, I think, that, you know, if you're a composer, you should be a smoking musician, one form or another. And actually, I have to say, slightly embarrassed, but out of, you know, the 3 generations of composers, I'm probably of the least skill set of a composer compared to my uncle, my father, my grandfather, my granduncle, my grandmother, and so on and so forth. But my whole flex has always been about whatever I hear here, and because of technology allowing me to emulate the sounds of strings and stuff, I can arrange and compose and not necessarily have to be a really good, you know, musician. So because of that, you know, there's a little bit of a hole in my journey that I wish when I listen to music like this, you know, people like my uncle and really good musicians can hear the chord patterns coming up and the scales, and they just kind of roll into it. I kind of trip over things to find it. In turn, if I do this live, it's going to sound shitty because I'm going to make, you know, 20% mistakes trying to get into the scales and stuff, especially when it comes to improv. You know, so that's just my thing. I've always been a very shy live musician, you know, performer live because I don't have that skill set. I wish I did. If there's one thing that I wish I could have studied a little more and gotten on top of it, it would be... that, yes, I'm a Zeppo, not a Zappa. I'm a Zeppo, not a Zappa. When I'm by myself, though, it's funny. I can noodle the fuck out of anything I want. Keyboards and guitar, and I find my way around it. But the second I hear people are watching me or something, I get all crazy and stuff, and I just don't know, you know. But at least you heard the tempo, right? See, so it sounds like that in my brain, but my fingers are like, rah. I'm just saying. All right, let's continue on. How about some more cheesy, please? Truth serum. You get me? I'll just tell you how it is, man. I've got what's it called? When you I can't remember. Imposter syndrome. Okay, here we go. Refreshing the data. Let's listen to some more music. Aman, did you ever, do you play a music, an instrument, or do you find yourself an instrument that you lean into the most? Let me see what we got here. Let's refresh this. All right, here we go. bass and piano. Oh, me too, actually. Eleganza, che, Eleganza, ¿qué te parece? ¿Qué ondas? Pibe, ¿qué te parece? Okay, Eleganza, let's see what we got here. Eleganza wants us to listen to... Oh, some Mariah Carey. Lovely. Let's see if this is early Mariah Carey. It's a happy birthday song from Mariah Carey for me. Thank you. Che. Che divina. All right, let's do this. This is Mariah Carey singing Happy Birthday. Today's been a wonderful day. Everybody's just in for...
Mariah Carey.
Who is this a dedication to? I can't see that. Oh, Muhammad.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
He wants to get up and dance with her. Wow. Minnie Riperton being channeled through Mariah Carey. Have him stand up so he can dance with her. Oh, that's brilliant. Or something. Oh, that is just epic. Oh, man, that is just so huge. Eleganza, muchas gracias para mi feliz cumpleaños, una canción de Mariah Carey. That was beautiful, man. That was absolutely beautiful. She's such a talent, you know. It's very nostalgic, too, when I see stuff like this, and, you know, it brings me back to the day. Turning 65 doesn't suck. Let me tell you guys something. If you're really young and tripping about being old, it ain't that bad. You got to just change it up in here just a little bit, that's all. As long as you check off the boxes that you did some things, you know? I just actually did a little video on my Positive Wave. Oh, by the way, did you guys see that on Positive Wave Rider? I shot at the waterfall where apparently they shot Lost, like the last episode of the first season. I had no idea that waterfall is where it is that I do my nonprofit work, at that botanical garden. What a trip. I thought I would just throw that out there just because I can. So, I will say one thing about turning 65. Here's a confession. I will say this. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm concerned about how I might die. I'm hoping for something kind of fast, even if it's 10 minutes from now or 20 years from now. But, you know, the universe has that going on. But the one thing that I will say about getting older, now that I'm 65, even though I feel very young, I'm very energetic, and I still am very much alive, is I know I do have the other side of the sand dial is much smaller than it is longer, than it is full. So that's kind of a trip. because I enjoy life. I enjoy the things, technology, new things, music, things that I could do. I'm still very creative. I don't stop. I don't, sit and lump out on a chair and just, not do anything with my life. I try to do things and make myself, in the game. That's why I do the nonprofit work, or I do the tours over at this place and so on and so forth, is to be engaging. I'm more about, I'm all about giving, not building. That's the other thing about being 65, is changing that mindset. I'm not building anything anymore. I'm just giving now. And I have been for the last, I'd say, about 10 years. Woo! Truth serum. I'm just saying. All right, how about some more music? Nobody cares when I wax eloquently. Only when I wax elephantly, and I use Astroglide. Oh, shit. Truth serum. I mean, how many guys do you know that have the stories that I do? It's been a fun life. That's why when I say, hey, man, if I knew I had 24 hours, I'd go, yeah, I did a lot of crazy shit, and I can remember it. Here we go, spinning the cheese. Shut up, Jeeves, you're talking too much. We need to listen to music. All right, it is going to be I the Coop. It looks like is getting the next run here on our wheel of cheese. I the Coop wants us to check out some Genshin Impact. What do you say we do that? Some Genshin Impact. We're going to be listening to The Chosen of Dragon's Trails. Hello, everyone. Again, this track plays during a generic battle in the hidden area inside a volcano in the Natlan region, which is inspired by pre-Columbian cultures. And it's unlocked through the side quest. It references Natlante, an ancient civilization once ruled by the proud, powerful dragons who dominated the land and kept humans alive as primitive tribes. In fact, the album cover image comes from that very area. Okay, guys, so I the Coop wants us to listen. Wants us to listen to Genshin Impact, the chosen of the Dragon Trails. Let's just go. Oh, I'm embarrassing myself. Oh, I'm not going to release this on Twitch, that's for sure. I'll be all like blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Hello? By the way, Poopsie, your bass player's pretty shockadoobies, bro. Truth slurrum. Oh, man, I gotta come out to see it. We gotta hang out for a weekend and just party. I love your little gitches. Hear the little flute line back there? I love that. You know, the great thing about hybrid orchestral works, meaning that you're using modules, is that the clarity of the instruments are so defined and so wonderful that the mixes sound just a little extra. Is the separation. Yeah, super adventurous, without a doubt. lot of beautiful colors in there. Ooh, this is a nice drop right here. Kind of an insidious kind of like moment. When the mallets came in, it kind of gave it a little cartoonesque vibe to it. Cartoonesque. You know, every time I hear the piccolos or the flutes doing those very high runs, in my mind there's a secondary action in the image going on, like somebody maybe hanging onto a rope and swinging around something, you know? It's just so well done nowadays. You know, all the intense work that goes on with these composers, they are so extraordinarily talented, you know. And, you know, at times I find myself caught between, I'm going to scroll this down for a second. This was 11 months ago. At times I find myself caught between, when was this done? April 30th, 2025 was the release date. It has become so difficult to decipher between module, you know, orchestral composition, use, and then live music, not live musicians. You know, you come in, you have a musician come in and just do something over stems and stuff like that. And it's just become so extraordinary, and it's so well done. At some point, I have to release myself from that burden. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it a great module? What is it? Could it be this? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter anymore. We're in that world where the money isn't there to hire orchestras for everything. So if composers are using hybrid, you know, composition skills, where they're writing everything out on their DAW, and they have these great, you know, orchestral packages and stuff like that that run into the thousands. Just in case you don't know, you know, a lot of these complete orchestral packages, all the way down to solo instruments that have, you know, variable, you know, touch controls with your mod wheels and stuff like that. It is pretty phenomenal. And I think one of the things is that if you don't come from, I don't know if I can say that, I don't know how to say this the right way. I guess because my history is steeped in live orchestral works, especially from my family and my father, et cetera, et cetera. I used to watch my father embrace modules as well, also to help him with his, you know, with his writing when he's doing mock-ups and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. These composers who are great composers get a hold of modules. They can get, you know, the performances out of them because in their head they know what they want. It's just a little bit more tedious instead of just writing it down while you're, you know, back in the old days when you're writing music and you're saying, okay, this is going to be, you know, decrescendo, and it's going to do this with a trill, and this is going to be this, and you're writing it down with the art form of doing it by hand. You now can do it with your mod wheel and stuff, and you call up these sounds, and after a while you become, you know, very efficient in setting up a DAW that opens up in a particular pattern. Like if you're sitting there and you're going to write, a dark passage and stuff, you can open up your DAWs pre-programmed to have all the, instruments already laid out for you to work with, So I don't know. I have to slowly but surely stop my mind from going, is that real? Is it not real? Because it really doesn't matter, because the composers and the arrangers that are using these modules, this are the tools they got to work with, and it just sounds phenomenal. And like I said earlier, there's a little difference with clarity, because these are kind of like pre-engineered to sound so badass. You don't have to sit there and set up mics and distance and EQ and separating and mic noise and mic crossover. This is picking up some of the oboes and this is picking up some of the French horns, separation issues and stuff. I don't know. Ableton. I don't know. Let me take a look. What does Ableton's DAW look like? I'm going to take a peek here really quick since we're just having the conversations. Ableton. Let me see what your DAW looks like. Is Ableton a kind of like a East-West library? Like you license it out, or is it part of the DAW? I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at this. Is it kind of like a Cubase? It comes in with a bunch of stuff. It's a DAW? Okay. And are there native sounds to it as well, Lisa? Or are there modules that are, you know how everything is native instruments? There's always, if you have money and if you're a developer and you have modules, you can get the native instruments licensing so that it'll show up in their native. It's a full DAW. Okay. How does it compare to something like Pro Tools and or Nuendo or Cubase or all the other ones? I guess that's really kind of a stupid question, because once you just get really good at working with a DAW, it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, it does work with VSTs. Okay. And that's just the other thing, too, about the conversation. I know you guys are here to listen to music, but I'm also going to ramble a little bit because I can. It's my birthday. At the end of the day, too, whatever, there used to be that stigma that, like, oh, you have to have Pro Tools if you're going to do this. Oh, you can't be successful unless you have this. For myself, it was very unique because some of the artists that I would listen to going Pro Tools, I was going, your music could be fucking done on a cassette tape, and it doesn't matter. It's just like people who would go into studios because it had an SSL 6000E series or 4000E series, but they only used 8 tracks. But because the room is so big, the only way it can sound badass if you like this. I never got really caught up in that. I kind of transitioned from Mark of the Unicorn, Digital Performer. I did play around with Pro Tools. There was a couple of other ones there in the 90s that were pretty big, but it in itself didn't make the hits. It was the musicians, it was the capabilities of the arrangers and stuff, and the plugins. And if you were really good and efficient, which Lisa, I'm sure you understand, you'd be able to get the sounds you want. Doesn't matter what kind of, DAW you have, So anyhow, that was composer me going off for the few composers that are in the window here. I never fell for that shit where it was like, oh, if you're not doing it in Pro Tools, you're not doing it right. Fuck you. I need to stop drinking. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, tell me about it. I'm still getting royalties off of my music that I did in Digital Performer and didn't do in Pro Tools. You're going to tell me that I'm not doing it right? Oof. Brah. This is a family show. I'm sorry. Yeah, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There is that pent-up energy, and that I have. I've had a lot of discussions with composers and stuff that used to give me grief about stuff, and apparently it rents space in my head, and it sneaks out every now and then. But at the end of the day, it has been a journey for me where I would get ridiculed or judged because I was. How could you possibly be scoring a film on that? What does that have to do with anything? I'm just using it as a recording mechanism. What I'm doing here and here with my module is what counts. Well, it doesn't count, or it shouldn't be, or it's not unless you have this. Oh my God, you bought into that? That was the way I did that. I said, sorry to hear that you feel that way. Let me collect my money from doing the arrangements on whatever DAW I did. I'm going to go surf in the Mentawise while you figure out how to use your next, version of Pro Tools because you think it's the most badass. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm going off. Don't hate me. Oh, there goes all my subscribers. Everybody just dumped off. Jeeves just got completely mental off of a couple drinks, and he said the thing that people were thinking. Right. It's not the size of the module. It's how you use it. All my musician friends, do you understand? Do you agree with me on that? Don't worry. I'm not refilling my libation. All right. Let's continue on. Oh my God. The torture in my brain. Am I already slurring? Is it happening? I don't drink that. I don't drink like I used to. I don't drink often anymore. So today is my birthday, and I had a couple of fingers of, Scotch, and that's just what it is. Report me to Twitch. Okay, I'm refreshing my list. Slurs are bad. Okay. Everybody's coming in on me. Wait a second. You know what I want to do really quick? For my bass players, let me show you something. These are my go-tos. There you go. I thought I'd show out my bad boys. And I also do have a couple of Mustangs, and I also have a fretless. And I have a couple. I just don't light it up as much as I used to. Pretty cool, though. Aren't these beautiful? They sound phenomenal. They actually sound phenomenal. Phenomenal. And actually, this one, I have the flat wound strings. For you bass players, you know, flat wounds. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's times now lately in my old age where I just pick up my bass and I just go. I'm just like, let's go. Schecters, I love the Schecters. I don't know. All this stuff, all the basses that I've ever played have always been about the Schecters. There's just something about it. I think for those of you who are musicians here, especially if you play bass or guitar, it's really going to be about the feel. Yes, the sound is extremely important, but if you've got a neck that fits in your hand in a certain way, and there's just this kind of vibe to it, it may not be the best in the world or the name brand or something like that, but you can make the sound work, and you can build a sound as long as you feel really super comfortable, with the neck, All right. Wait, that's funny. I got to catch that from Soundgarden. You use your dementia tea money on these. Jeez, you guys are kicking my ass on my old age birthday. Okay. I have a beautiful Schecter fretless, actually. That's really super cool. I haven't played that for a few years. I should make some noise on that at some point. All right, here we go. All right, refreshing the list. Here we go. Let's go. Anything to stop me from rambling on and slurring my reactions. Ivy Creep. No, wait. Oof. Almost Alan. Let's see what Ivy Creep wants. Ivy Creep would like us to check out... Oops. I passed you. Here we go. Oh, dude. Really? Ivy Creep wants us to listen to Victor Le Masne featuring Christine and the Queens. Ravel, recomposed. Bolero. You guys ready? This is going to sound really cool. This ought to be interesting. Right, Aman? beautiful. That pad is giving it the width, but it's subtle. Wow, that was a trip in the engineering. I know, right? Doodle?
Your patience, I was strong again. There's nothing to let go but the pain in all of us. See more in deepness. Things they forgot, they tell through their eyes open. I don't regret seeing more. Made me stronger and born, make me proud to believe in tomorrow. I see them walk, I feel in my heart the one they lost, and I know them all. Come closer to me.
I love what's happening with the mix, but I wonder what the musicians are hearing in the cans. Because I can hear the Pt2 lately, but I wonder what they're hearing. All this side shading is happening in post. Writing, are you talking about the headsets? Yeah, I recognize those. I just forgot the name of the model.
I remember being alive in your arms, and I didn't really care if it was going to last. I would have given you all anyway, 'cause you know I love you.
Where's that bass player? Jesus. Was that the keys?
Take off this tile, I hear you at the door. You don't have to say a word, you don't have to beg for nothing at all. You can just come close.
Beautiful,
like
those
before,
padded choirs, yeah.
when we lived in eternity.
What a unique arrangement, yeah? Talking about making it your own. Beautiful.
Merci pour cette superbe occasion.
That was absolutely gorgeous. And that, that's taking a classic, the Bolero is taking a classic piece like that and making it your own in that way. That was extremely unique. But I was kind of curious though. In my head, I was like, going, are they listening? What are they listening to in their headsets? Is there sends that are coming back in? You know, that a lot of what we just heard obviously was kind of post effects. Obviously, I believe. I don't know, Lisa. That kind of is the vibe. Just in case you don't know, for my friends out there who are just the pure listeners, when sessions like this happen, there's something called a monitor mix. And the signal will go into the console, and it'll get sent into to the tape. Not too much pre-tape stuff going on. It does happen, pre-record effects and stuff. What ends up happening though is that there could be a completely separate mix from a monitor mix from the console that goes back out to the musicians into the cans. So that's why I was asking. I wonder what they're hearing there. So that's a very usual thing that happens in the world of recording. As a matter of fact, I just go back to that one thing that when my dad did that session with Sinead O'Connor, God bless her, but she was singing. She wanted to sing live while my dad was conducting the strings for her session. And Andre, who was the first seat string arranger, had or string player in that session. This was over at Ocean Way in Hollywood back in the day. Had kind of come up to my father just before they were going to record, and Sinead is in there singing. She rehearsed a few times, and I understood what was going on. I was actually at that session, and Andre had said to my dad, "Can you take her out of our monitor mix?" Because she was very fluid with her singing, but because of the way my dad was, conducting, and it wasn't to a click track or anything, it was rubato and stuff like that. It was like, but that's what that means. You have those options in a monitor mix where you can tell the engineer, hey man, can you take down the drums, or can you take this down, or can you remove this, or can you give me a little more of this so that they can feel the arranger and stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of funny. And it wasn't because she couldn't sing. Obviously, she's a phenomenal singer, Sinead. It's just that she would come in late and early, and she just, because the track was rubato, she just kind of came in when, she flew into it. She was just enjoying it. But for my father and the musicians, they just wanted to stay within the flow and listen to, and watch my father conduct, and didn't want to have the influence of the melody in there. So yeah, long story. Okay, how about some more? Here we go. More cheese. Well, look at that. We got some skinny cheese today, or fat wedgies, but let's see, who else is here? We have patty cakes also. Is 1 a.m. in on this? Oh my God. And we're getting close to potential, rumble. Here we go. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Looks like we're going to stay away from the rumble. Is it DR? Can we get to DR? Oh! Not that I didn't want you, Panda. I'm just saying. I just like when it gets down to the skinny. DR, how are you, buddy? Let's see what DR wants for us. DR wants us to check out. Looks like we're doing some rock and roll here. 1973, one of my favorites from this band, Simple and Effective. Oh, Nazareth, of course. My God, what a badass band. It definitely doesn't get the props that it should, I think, right? Razamanaz from Nazareth by Damned Registration. Let's go. Wasn't there a big hit, Hair of the Dog? Something like that? Yeah, that was their mainstream hit, right? I think they were fun rock. You know, they could be heavy and gnarly, but I think they were a little more. In that gray zone of just being not positive rock, but just everything was just really cool, super cool. That's a good way to put it, Judgment. Nice little pop in his vocal there, right?
We're gonna ride some attention tonight. We're gonna ride some attention all night. Ride some attention, ride some attention. Up on your feet, let's see you. Dance, dance, dance.
What a nosy little guitar. So it's almost like it's playing out of a little pig nose amp, isn't it? You know, I always sucked at that riff. I couldn't go past 3 times without slowing down or something. I mean, I do remember this though on radio. No way, DR. I don't have the patience to practice. Well, the guitar player's staying definitely in a box there. He's staying really comfortable in like a 2-octave pentatonic box there. A little bit of a Chuck, I mean, obvious Chuck Berry influence, right? I mean, take it back to The Godfather, for God's sakes. Look at the bass, it's so nice and fat and warm. A fade. That's what I call a Quaalude fade right there. It just went. Ah, Nazareth. With the hair of the dog, right? When they had the cow, was it the cowbell? When they would do that hook? That's what I recall. Yeah, that was a full dip out, Alan. That was like such a fade. All right. How about some more cheese? I'm feeling it. You guys don't mind? I'm going over my 2-hour cheesy limit here. Splooey, I see that you actually did do a little dono. I'm sorry, I'm not doing any donos today, but I definitely, you know, you'll be #1 on my catch-up list when I do a redeem there. If you're still here, just so that you know, I did not see you. All right, let me get ourselves into more of a cheesy reality. Get my water. Oh, God damn my chair. I must hydrate. Okay, let's populate my wheel. I don't care, it's my birthday. I'm old. A couple of years from now, if I'm still doing this, I'll be sitting here with it depends on, just saying, well, I'm fine. Okay. Doodle. Okay, here we go. Updating. Wow, the cheese is getting pretty fat there. We got Looks like we might have Amalexa Pelosia. Amalex Pelosia. Let's see what you got here. Would like us to listen to. All right. Boogie Pop Phantom. The name of the song is Pony. P-O-N-A-E. I'm just saying phonetically. That's how I would be saying it. Is that a big? Well, you guys getting excited. Is that a great track? Okay, well, we're doing this. Let's go. Oops. Almost blew it there. See? If I hit Control B, that's what happens in my browser. Let's go. I love that technique of playing, but the other notes were changing through. Yeah, this is so cerebral. And I love this. That's a nice little teaser there in this arrangement right here, with a little bit of the, you know, that stereo delay BPM bouncing off, almost in a triplet. I like that. There's a little pattern that's being played in the higher end of the EP there. It's also really cool. Great. I'm so digging this. Yeah, but that trigger is set in like eighth triplets. That's what gives it that nice bounce. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's a good point, Alan. I have to admit, when I'm thinking of anime, this is not what I typically would be rinsed with. What a great track, man. I was so rinsed in that for sure. I was just kind of sulking in it, soaking and sulking. It was just a really nice little head trip there. And for myself, I used to, when I was listening to what was happening there with the delays, you know, if you don't know, if you're not a musician or a composer working in DAWs and stuff, there's delays that have preset beats per minute. And so you could do something like have a pattern where it goes dup, 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 dup. But you might have something that has a preset to that tempo. It'll match that tempo. And let's just say it's some kind of triplet, which without getting too complicated, it's a rhythmical pattern that if you let it decay, it adds all of this. I can't do it because I'm not that guy, but it adds all of these kind of second level percussive arrangement behind it strictly because of the way the delay is popping off. You know, so I could hold a simple pattern, but if I set that delay and then if I set the feedback of that delay to actually pull very long, then it becomes very ambient and very ping-pongish and stuff like that. And then you can also scope out that, you know, width of what that delay is if it's a mono signal and you have it ping with a good feedback. You can get some really beautiful tails, you know, that are percussive on that, which is a very unique tool to use percussively, you know, if you're doing arrangements in a very heady kind of way, because I'm in a very heady kind of space right now. I should be doing, instead of Drunken History on cable, I should be doing Drunken Composer. The secrets and the tools that we use to make it work, that you think it makes us sound so badass, but it's just a little wisdom. All right, that does it. I think I'm done. And look, I hung out for a while. I just came back to do a couple donos and cheesy, and I've been here for close to about 2 hours and stuff. And let me stop my hard drive really quick.